Aso Villa, a name that resonates with power and authority yet cloaked in mystery and intrigue. This is the epicenter of Nigeria's political landscape where decisions that shape the nation's future are made, the seat of power in Nigeria. A place where the country's most influential figures converge, where policies are crafted, and where the fate of millions is decided. It stands as a symbol of governance, a beacon of leadership, a place of grandeur and authority. The interiors are adorned with opulent decorations, grand hallways echoing with the footsteps of those who wield immense power. The chambers are filled with the weight of history and the gravity of decisions made within. But behind the facade of power, a darkness lurks. The shadowy corridors and darkened corners tell a different story, one that is not often spoken of in the light of day. There is an unsettling presence that seems to permeate the very walls of Aso Villa. An unsettling feeling permeates the air. It is as if the building itself holds secrets, whispering them to those who dare to listen. The misty windows and eerie lighting add to the sense of foreboding that hangs over the villa. It whispers of unseen forces and unexplained events, stories of objects moving on their own, of shadows that seem to have a life of their own. These tales are often dismissed as mere superstition, but for those who have experienced them, they are all too real. The decisions made within those walls often baffle the nation. Policies that seem to come out of nowhere, decisions that defy logic. The confusion and concern of the public are palpable as they try to make sense of the actions of their leaders. Could it be the influence of something sinister? Many Nigerians believe so. They speak of dark forces at play, of rituals and symbols that hint at a deeper, more malevolent power. The idea that the villa is a place where the natural and supernatural collide is a common belief. They whisper of juju and potent forces at play. The presence of traditional artifacts and mysterious symbols only adds to the sense of unease. These are not just relics of the past, but powerful objects that are believed to hold great influence. They speak of Aso Villa as a place where the natural and supernatural collide, a place where the lines between reality and the otherworldly are blurred. It is a place of power, but also of mystery and fear. The seat of power in Nigeria is not just a building, but a symbol of the complex and often dark forces that shape the nation. I have walked the corridors of Aso Villa. I have felt the weight of its history. During my time there, I witnessed things that defy explanation. Strange occurrences were commonplace, objects moved on their own, voices whispered in the dead of night. These incidents were not isolated, they were part of a pattern that pointed to a dark undercurrent within those walls. Aso Villa has borne witness to its share of tragedies. This grand edifice, meant to symbolize power and governance, has instead become a stage for a series of unfortunate events that defy logical explanation. Fire accidents have ravaged its buildings with alarming regularity. These fires, often starting without any clear cause, have destroyed valuable documents and irreplaceable artifacts, leaving behind only ashes and questions. High-ranking officials and their families have suffered untimely deaths. These deaths, often sudden and unexpected, have cast a long shadow over the villa, leading to whispers of a curse that targets those in power. These incidents are often shrouded in mystery. Strange occurrences like unexplained noises and sudden temperature drops add to the villa's eerie reputation. It's as if the very walls of Aso Villa hold secrets that they are unwilling to reveal. They leave behind a trail of unanswered questions. Investigations into these events often hit dead ends, with no clear answers emerging. The more one delves into the mysteries of Aso Villa, the more elusive the truth becomes. Is it merely a series of unfortunate coincidences? Some believe that these events are just random misfortunes, a string of bad luck that has plagued the villa over the years. Or is there something more sinister at play? Others are convinced that a dark force is at work, an unseen hand that manipulates events from the shadows, ensuring that tragedy strikes again and again. The whispers suggest the latter. Stories of ghostly apparitions and malevolent spirits have become part of the villa's lore, passed down from one generation to the next.
These incidents are not just random. There's an eerie pattern, a chilling consistency to the tragedies that have befallen Aso Villa. Each event seems to be connected, part of a larger, more sinister design. A dark force at work, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. This force seems to have a purpose, a malevolent intent that drives it to target those within these walls. The sense of dread is palpable, a constant reminder that Asso Villa is not just a place of power, but also a place of unexplained misfortunes. The question remains, will the mysteries of Asso Villa ever be unraveled, or will they continue to haunt those who walk its halls?
Ill health casts a long shadow over Asso Villa. This grand residence, home to the nation's leaders, is shrouded in an air of mystery and unease. The very walls seem to whisper tales of suffering and inexplicable ailments. Residents, particularly those in positions of power, often fall ill under mysterious circumstances. These illnesses strike without warning, leaving even the most robust individuals weakened and vulnerable. Meetings are frequently interrupted by sudden bouts of dizziness or fatigue, and aides are constantly on alert, ready to assist their ailing superiors. Their ailments defy medical explanation. Despite numerous consultations and extensive tests, doctors are left scratching their heads. The symptoms are real, yet they elude diagnosis. It's as if the very essence of the illness is cloaked in shadows, evading the light of medical science. They seem to sap their strength and cloud their judgment. The once sharp and decisive minds of these leaders become foggy, their decisions erratic. Public appearances are marred by visible signs of distress, and the confidence of the populace begins to wane. It's as if an unseen force is working against them. Whispers of a malevolent presence circulate through the halls, and the atmosphere grows thick with suspicion and fear. The corridors, once bustling with activity, now echo with an eerie silence, as if the very building is holding its breath. This pattern of illness has fueled speculation about spiritual attacks and curses. Some believe that the villa is haunted by restless spirits, seeking vengeance or justice. Others speak of ancient curses placed upon the land long before the villa was built. These theories, though unproven, gain traction as the unexplained illnesses continue to plague the residents.
It's baffling. The medical community is at a loss, their expertise rendered useless in the face of this enigmatic affliction. Charts and data offer no clues, and the usual treatments prove ineffective. Doctors can't find anything wrong, yet we suffer. The frustration is palpable, as patients and physicians alike grapple with the unknown. The sense of helplessness grows, and with it, a deepening fear of what lies ahead. It's like something is draining our very essence. The vitality that once defined these leaders is slowly being siphoned away, leaving behind only shadows of their former selves. The struggle to uncover the truth continues, but the shadow of illness remains, casting its dark pall over Asso Villa.
I have personally experienced the unexplainable within those walls. During my time at Asso Villa, I had a near-death experience. It happened during an official trip abroad. I should not have survived, but by some miracle I did. The doctors were baffled. They had no logical explanation for my recovery. I believe it was a sign that there are forces at work beyond our comprehension.
Nigeria is a land of ancient traditions. Some of these traditions are steeped in rituals and sacrifices. It is believed that these rituals can be used to invoke power, or to inflict harm. Asso Villa, as the heart of power, is not immune to these beliefs. In fact, some whisper that the very foundation of the villa is built upon ancient rituals that demand blood and sacrifice. Many believe that Asso Villa is a spiritual battlefield, a place where unseen forces clash for dominance. They say that those who reside within its walls are engaged in a constant struggle, a struggle against unseen enemies.
These enemies, it is believed, are jealous spirits. They seek to undermine the power of those in authority. They use any means necessary to achieve their aims.
Section 8. The price of ambition. Ambition is a powerful force. It can drive individuals to achieve great things, but it can also blind them to danger. In Asso Villa, ambition can be a double-edged sword. It can lead to power and influence, but it can also make one a target. Those who seek power within those walls must be prepared to pay the price, a price that may be higher than they are willing to pay. The tragedies and misfortunes that plague Asso Villa seem to follow a pattern that repeats itself across different administrations. It is as if the place itself is cursed, trapped in a cycle of misfortune.
This begs the question, is it the place that is cursed, or is it the people who occupy it? Are they bringing their own darkness with them?
Section 10. Seeking deliverance. Is there a way to break the cycle of misfortune that haunts Asso Villa? Some believe that spiritual cleansing is necessary. They advocate for powerful rituals to purify the land and appease the spirits. Others suggest abandoning the villa altogether, to build a new seat of power, free from the shadows of the past. Section 11. A nation in prayer. The mysteries of Asso Villa continue to baffle and disturb. They serve as a constant reminder of the unseen forces that may be at play in our lives. As a nation, we must remain vigilant.
We must pray for those who govern us, that they may have the strength and wisdom to navigate the spiritual battlefield that is Asso Villa, and that they may lead our nation with integrity and compassion.